Hello, welcome back to Cotangents, the talk show about things that are only tangentially relevant. And on this little segment of our talk show that we do, speaking of talking, how do animals talk? Or do they talk? Do they talk?
Excuse me, what? I was...
Do animals talk to each other?
Wait, they talk to humans. Haven't you ever seen those videos of like the dog saying "I love you" on the internet or whatever?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
don't
talking
they all
about?
do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that is a good question.
It depends on the animal.
I mean, I definitely think that talking isn't as important to any other animals that aren't people.
Yeah, it's not like talking. It's just like getting the idea across. Just basic communication.
But what would the idea be?
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like I don't know.
Yo, dog, I want some bacon.
But it's an actual dog.
but it's
Yeah,
actual.
exactly.
No, like as
Good
an
afternoon,
example,
fellow dog!
like
Hello, Mr. People. I am also a people. It's very fun being a people.
hey, you want to go skateboards?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah, what is like necessary enough in a dog's mind to talk about? And like,
Food.
Like, are there ever awkward conversations like that? You don't need to talk about that, man. It's like I already know, man. Dude, I already know that. No, like it's like, hey, why don't you go check if there's any food in that cave? And it's like, come on, man, I already did.
I already did,
Jeez.
like 5 minutes ago.
Like, do you think there are ever like situations like that?
I feel like they would both just smell and be like, "Oh man, there's no food in that cave."
You know what?
Hot dog.
That'd be. But what if there was food in the cave?
Then they would smell it.
Gosh. He's got me there.
You got me, dude.
But okay. Like, what about like a different animal?
What about a different animal? How about, like, I don't know,
Whales.
whales? I think whales do communicate. I think that's, like, an actual scientific fact. That,
With-
Loud noises.
With
Yeah.
what?
With
Have you ever heard a whale noise?
No, but like, but I mean, like, with who?
Whales.
you
Wait.
moron.
When are there more than one whale in the same spot?
What?
Like,
Whales travel in pods,
Yeah.
dude.
what?
Yes.
Yes.
Whales travel in pods.
You've never heard of this?
How
Whale
many-
pods,
how
yeah.
many whales does it take to make a pod?
Like
More
three
than
or
one.
four?
What's the normal amount in a pod?
I'm sure there's a huge.
I don't know. I think it
variation.
varies by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're talking about like humpback whales, right?
Yeah, I guess. Jeez, sperm whales 10 to 20.
Yeah, sperm whales are big too. Like
Jeez.
they're almost as big as the other boys, humpback whales.
the other boys.
Humpback whale
All
pod
the
size
other-
10 plus.
Jeez.
How much is in a blue pod?
Blue whale, 1
Yeah.
to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, what's that one that's?
Can you imagine just like a pod of like 20 blue whales in one place?
That
Yeah.
one. That one's,
Beluga whale 2 to 25. That's a range.
this
and
one's
a half.
Yeah, bowhead whale 3 to 50.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, these are not extremely social, but congregate into small pods of about 3 whales in this. Okay, wow, man. I don't know. Whales are more interesting than I give them credit for. I thought they were all just like hermits.
I like
No,
there's
yeah.
these tabs at the top of the page. And there's
Whales
on the
are
far
crazy.
left. What is a whale?
What is Wales? Well, Wales is a territory in England.
Yeah. To
Guys,
the north?
Hey guys,
or-
Yes.
I just realized that I just suddenly
West.
forgot what a whale was. I think I got hit by like
Dang it.
a memory eraser ray. I think you guys need to refresh my memory on what a whale is.
Well, a whale is a massive creature
Oh.
that lives in space.
Wow.
And it feeds on the life force of suns. And Kellen, can you describe what a whale looks like?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Wow, that must be huge, right?
Yeah, of
they
course
are.
it does.
They almost look like fish, except on the front, like towards the front, they have like these huge like fins that come out from their neck, almost like those lizards, you know?
Oh,
and that helps them soak
wow.
up the sun rays.
Yeah.
Man, what do they need to soak up the sun rays for?
That's a question.
That's how they live.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said photosynthesis, Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since they're in space, they have really easy access to the sun.
Wow. Do they look like? Do they have any plant-like features?
There's vines coming off of some of them, yeah. Like
Okay.
tentacle kind of things.
Man.
Yeah.
How do they survive?
That's extremely old whales, though.
I see.
Yeah. The newer ones have better technology.
How do they survive in space?
Photosynthesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
They actually create air around them. They they have this kind of like hole on the top of their head, but they also have a hole on like the bottom of their chin or something.
Well, yeah.
That emits ozone, and then it creates like a cloud above them, and then it traps air in through the photosynthesis.
They have a
That's very
special
interesting.
organ that's like a gyroscope inside of them that helps them move in the vacuum of space.
Wow. That's
you
really,
know,
yeah.
you know, dolphins. You know what dolphins are, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they're like dolphins, except they're in space instead of in the water. And every so often, they have to hold their breath when they're in space because, they require oxygen to live.
Right,
So every so
right.
often they have to like dip down into the atmosphere.
I see. So
And
they don't ever stray too far.
You
from
know,
Earth?
you know
Right.
tsunamis.
Or some planet with oxygen.
You know,
I
you
see.
know what causes tsunamis?
No, I don't.
It's when a whale
The
dies.
gravitational
and-
No,
force
no.
of
When a whale
whales.
like dips into the atmosphere to grab some air.
Oh yeah, if it's a big one, that can happen. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I see it. It just let some of the ozone out, some of the atmosphere out, and it would just kind of cause a whole disruption in the atmosphere. That makes
No.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense.
Not particularly.
That's
Kellen, go ahead and just search space whales and see if we can get some like reference pictures for you to
Yeah.
figure out what we're talking about.
Well, have you seen Treasure Planet?
I think so. Yeah, I think I
Here's
think
one.
that,
That's what we're
wait,
talking
no,
about.
the one
No,
to
no, no.
the
Yeah,
I think
that
the one to the left of it. I think that's yeah.
Oh yeah, the cartoon one. That
You should
Yeah, that
fly-
one's not very good.
but
That's a really handy
Wow.
tangent.
That's a big one.
man,
some of these pictures are actually like legit really cool.
Yeah.
this is really cool.
Artist renditions.
Man, so where did they come from?
Space.
No, they breed on Jupiter.
Yeah.
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
How did they get?
Jupiter.
How did they get all the way down here? Did they just wait for the?
No, they swim.
What? No, did they?
They
did
go through space with the
Did
gyro
they just
organ. I
wait?
told you
Did they
that.
just wait
Yeah.
for Jupiter to align kind of closely to Earth and take the
Kinda.
fast travel?
No, they kind of just like
I
pop
mean, with-
off Jupiter
they-
and then swim towards Earth.
Yeah, they're
they have
immune
to
to
do
like
orbital
the poisonous
intercepts.
gases that
Yeah.
Jupiter is made of, so they can just go on into it.
I see.
So I mean, who knows what goes on in there?
Man,
Yeah.
yeah, we've wanted to know for a long time, man. I bet if we could find a way to communicate with those whales, man, I bet. How do they communicate with each other?
In the vacuum of space.
Well, they
Well, that's
Sound
me,
doesn't
probably.
travel, so they have to use light.
Yeah. So you know those fins that we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
They like they flash it like Morse code.
Wow. So have we been able to communicate with them?
Not yet. We're still trying to decipher their messages.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, from what we can gather, it's sort of like the Navajo language, except in Morse code.
Oh shoot, Justin! I think you just got an email on your phone from the Space Whales Weekly. I think they might have found.
Space Whales Weekly.
I think they might have found a new
It's from NASA, you goof.
from NASA. I mean,
The
but
Space Whale Incorporation.
yes, it's the space whale. Sub part of NASA. What does it say?
It's encoded, so I guess they've cracked it by this point, but I think they're not willing to share it. This decipherment with anybody
darn.
else.
Kellen, I think you know how to.
Well,
our
yeah.
master
I mean,
code
I looked
breaker.
at it, but if you don't have clearance, I can't tell you.
Come on, Kellen, come on.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Well,
okay. I'll
no-
give you a Chick-fil-A lemonade.
Okay, all right. It's a deal. I can give you my top secret information in exchange
right.
for lemonade.
All right.
Okay, so the deal is NASA is working on making chariots
What? Wait.
for the space whales.
Oh my goodness. Really?
Yeah,
Huge chariots.
yeah.
Yeah, so like spaceships,
Man.
but attached to the space whale.
How
Yeah.
big would you say?
Very big. Big enough to hold like 10 people.
Because the main problem of getting really far out, 10 people. The main problem of getting really far out in space
At least.
is because of like
I've never seen that many people in the same room before. How
when,
do
they,
they-
when they harness the space whales, they don't have to take any like fuel source or anything out there. 'Cause the whales just pull
Man.
them around.
I bet. Do they have a way to control the direction of it, Kellen? The with the chariot, or do they just kind of?
Well, that's the thing. They have to figure out how to communicate with the whales so they can send the light signals to the whales and be like, "Hey, I want to go to Jupiter."
I see. And they still haven't been
Well-
able to crack that yet.
Yeah, that's kind
God.
of the thing. But they're close. That's how we're gonna bridge this interplanetary jump. That's how we're gonna get to Mars and stuff.
Man, what's that guy? Who's that? What's that? I almost call Kevin Spacey. No, not Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
No.
Oh.
Elon
Never
Musk.
heard that one before.
Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, Elon
Musk.
Spacey.
He's probably already communicating with the whales.
Yeah, he just doesn't
He
want
just
to
doesn't
tell
tell
anybody.
anyone about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the first person to ever build a rocket ship. So
I feel like the whales are just bribing him to not tell people about it, and that's why he's so rich.
Right. You know what? That's probably. He probably just bribed them. Yeah. He
Yeah.
probably just bribed the whales.
What do
No,
you
no, no.
bribe
The
a
whales
whale
bribed
with?
him.
Oh, I see.
That's why he's so rich. The whales bribed him to not tell other people.
No, they
big whales mean big money.
they must have.
There's all kinds of riches on Jupiter.
You know, that's what my mama used to say. Whenever Elon goes into space, he's gonna get that big money because big whales mean big money.
Why was your mama telling you this?
Well, my mama, she used to date Elon Musk in high school. Don't you know? It's a great time of the year to go out and see the aurora borealis, though.
The aurora
Yeah.
borealis is actually caused by the light signals of
It
whales
is.
that are dipping down into the atmosphere.
Yeah, I was that's what I was trying to hint at.
The oxygen source is richest at like the poles, which is why the whales are usually over there.
I
Right.
see.
And that's why there's more ozone at the poles too, which is in turn why they're colder.
Oh, because they always migrate towards the poles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Man, this is really. How come I haven't seen one before?
Because they're way too
Have
big.
you ever been to one of the poles?
Well, no.
There you go.
Wow. Well, have you guys?
What?
Well,
Not in person.
We should go there sometime.
Well, I
yeah.
speak for yourself.
You've been there, Justin?
Of course.
Man, Justin, you're the coolest.
Thanks.
Tell me more about your
Your trip to see the space whales.
Trip to see the space whales.
Well, I would, but it seems that we're out of time.